a lot of YouTubers that I follow, like and I said this in another video or whatnot, but it's just so crazy to me how they are so excessive. Like, I just came across a channel and the amount, just not one channel, but I've came across a lot of channels and the amount of purses and bags and shoes, and I'm just like, I don't know. I've become a minimalist now, and it's so crazy to me how much stuff one person can accumulate when they do reach a certain amount, when they reach a threshold. No, when they reach a certain amount of money, yearly income or monthly income, the things that they do with their money. And I mean, it's their money, they could do whatever they want. But it's just crazy how literally I see a lot of these YouTubers, they are one person and they have over 100 skincare products, over 1,000 pairs of shoes, 10 million bags, 5,000 mascaras, 100 million perfumes, and I just be like, that's crazy. The excessiveness is outrageous. And it's like, when you watch people like that, it's so easy to get stuck in like, oh, let me go buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Oh, and like another thing, like I see so many channels who shop at these scamming websites, and I'd be like, just shop in my shop, my Etsy shop. Like, link in the description box below. Shop with your girl. They be wasting so much money on nonsense. I'm like, it drives me nuts. Like, you can, like, seriously, you can shop at a shop that has great quality products, and it can really change a small business owner's life with the amount of money that they waste on these fake scamming brands. Like, the excessiveness that these people buy, like the excessiveness that of stuff that they buy, and then the wastefulness that they buy. Like, I mean, they're so excessive and wasteful. It's so many YouTubers that are so excessive with buying stuff and so wasteful with their money, and it's like, I know it's their money and I don't have to watch their content, whatever. But I'm just saying, it's just so crazy to me how people spend their money, and like, you can shop with me, could really make a difference in my life instead of giving your precious money and time to scammers and terrible item, just to scammers. Like, shop with someone real and genuine than to give your hard-earned money to scammers. Like, I don't know, they must be writing all this stuff off, and that's why they make these type of videos. But I don't know, that's just something that infuriates me. I cannot stand it. Like, I just don't understand. Why waste your time and your money and just shouting out these terrible brands? I don't get it. Is it just me? Like, all right, so I'm back in the car. I just came back home. I got an oil change. Oil change. And I got Taco Bell. At Taco Bell, I go in waves. But anyways, I'm trying to stay away from meat. And they have a vegetarian option. So I tried the black bean. So I didn't expect it to be good because they regular beans nasty, but them black beans so good. I highly recommend. And I tried the grilled chicken. It's really great too, but I'm like, no chicken, no, and especially no beef, because I ate a beef sandwich from a place, and over the holidays, Christmas holiday. Well, I don't really believe in Christmas, but over that holiday period, it gave my stomach diarrhea, and it was terrible, and it was just too much. Just too much for me. So, done with the beef 110%, and I'm good on chicken. I'm just good on all the meat right now. I just want fruit, great, healthy, like, options with I guess, I don't know. I think vegan is more extreme than vegetarian. I always get the two confused. I put it on the screen because one of them don't do dairy products, and I still love me some cheese, okay? I do like milk and, coffee and stuff like that. So, but I try to keep all that at a minimum. I'm really just trying to take all the meat away because you don't really need meat to get the protein, the muscles, and all the things. It's all an illusion. It's not real. Like I said in my last video, I talked about the Netflix series "What You Are What You Eat," the twin experiment, and like, you don't need meat to gain muscle or to be healthy or to be nourished. It's all propaganda. Which is so crazy. More than ever, I feel like now, if you guys haven't seen on Shay YouTube channel, I've never heard of him, but apparently he played football, and now he has his own YouTube channel, and he had none other than Cat Williams himself. And I actually enjoy Cat Williams because when he speaks, he brings facts. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just talking out his butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually has facts to back up everything he says, and I enjoy it. So I'm not going to go into it. I just think it was a great interview. I'm going to put two channels on the screen that I think did very well in breaking down the things he was saying. And I mean, overall, it's a almost 3 hour interview, and you won't be bored. Like, seriously, I was like, almost 3 hours. Who's gonna sit through that? But I mean, I sat through it. It was really great. It was really entertaining, and I don't know if it's all true facts, right? Because it's there's a side to every story, but honestly, just from based off the hardcore facts that he's shown me, I believe it. And I do believe there's also a lot more detailed he could be, but for what he did say, I believe it. But to each his own, to each his own, to each his own. More than ever, on that note, I just feel like people need to start realizing, like, a lot of stuff that we thought we thought was great for us, good for us, actually helping us, it's turning out to be a lot of false. It's turning out to be false. It's turning out not to be true. A lot of food that we eat is not as clean. It's not as great as it says it is. It says it is. At this point, I really want to grow all my own food at this point, because it's like, who do I trust? A lot of food is on recall, and they're still on the shelves. And I mean, honestly, if I didn't watch YouTube or come across certain YouTube videos, I wouldn't even know that. And it's just, it's crazy how not only like people's reputations, but brands' reputations. Like, at the end of the day, I wish that our economy, our country, saw us more than a dollar sign, and they saw us as human beings. And yeah, but this is where it comes in. Like, people are not going to do the research for you. They're not going to do the work for you. This is where you, as an individual, when you're old enough, obviously, and you have access to, the internet, is where, do some research, go learn some. And I mean, same, because honestly, it's like, if I don't see it, out of sight, out of mind. But that's not always the best attitude, because you'll be doing something and you think you're doing it right, or it's good for your body, and you're doing it completely wrong, and it's actually very toxic for your body. So more than ever, I'm just trying to take not only my health serious, but my healthcare serious, but everything that I do serious, and value it and appreciate it, because you never know. And I actually want to do it right, and I want to actually get the most bang for my buck. Like, it's crazy how in different parts of the world, literally, you could be like on the Netflix, You Are What You Eat, the twin experiment. They literally said on one side of the bridge, these people ate so bad, so terrible, and then over here on this side of the bridge, they're more wealthy over here, so they have healthier options, and they're exercising, and they added 10 more years to their lives over here versus over here. I mean, 10 extra years just from exercising more, eating cleaner. 10, you get 10 extra years. I mean, when God says it's time to go, it's time to go. But I'm just saying, like, just from the research that they have done, that's wow. Like, that is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's really important to start taking yourself serious. And it's difficult because I know a lot of people struggle with their own demons and stuff like that. And, you know, it's hard to come out of a mind frame of thinking when you've been thinking that so long. But if you do the work day by day, I promise you, and keep the right people around you when you can't fight by yourself, you know, you just need that extra hand. Keep the right people around you, keep the right influences in front of you. Like, it's nothing you can't do, but that's easier said than done, you know? Okay, so I'm reading this book and it's called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And you guys might have heard of it. So in it, right now I've read the introduction, chapters 1 through 4. And I might read 5 and 6 today. But I'm probably not. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm probably not. I don't know, because I'm talking right now and it's like a lot of talking. He does have an audio version, but I like to read my books, or if I listen, I'm gonna probably more likely go to sleep. That's just the truth of the matter. I like to read out loud to myself, so I'm actually hearing it and retaining the information. But I want to say in chapter 2, but I don't know. It talks about taxes and how taxes were introduced into our American society, and it was voted in. And it's really sad that people have that mentality that, you know, tax, you know, get from the rich, give to the poor. It's like they, you know, it's like we all have that sense of entitlement. Like, we're old, we're due. It's okay for us to be lazy and trifling, and we just let the rich take care of us. Like, it's not their job and to take care of you. But anyway, the people, the middle class and the poor people, voted for that, for the rich to be taxed, and so they passed a law for the rich to be taxed. But the economy, you know, the U.S. government, you know, got greedy and started taxing everybody, and now it's really taxing a lot of middle class and the poor people. But I would say more so middle class, because most of them have jobs and things. But yeah, and it's the taxes are outrageous. Like, and you know, the more I'm like, I'm so irritated with all these programs because it's coming out of our pockets. Now, I don't have a job yet. So it ain't coming out of my pocket, but eventually, like, I'm going to get a job. So I'm trying to be like these rich people, not just sit on my butt, find a way, a legal loophole, okay? Because no, I don't want to be slaving just for all my money to be taken in taxes. And it's just unfortunate the way the system is. But it's also why you have to stop listening to all the propaganda and really do your homework and research. And if you bring in a law, who is it really targeting? Who is it really affecting? And something in that book that it said was that the rich just don't sit around and let it happen to them. They come up with a solution to get out of it, or to find a way around it, a legal loophole. So I mean, because I was one of those people who were like, they don't tax the rich, they still tax them all of us. What's the what? And so reading this book, just, you know, like, I didn't even think to Google where did the taxes come from? How did it all start? You know? But reading this book, come on, like, it's like the knowledge, the stuff is out here. We just gotta go do the work. Okay? We can't continue to be lazy, you know, for real, because nobody is gonna tell you that. And you know, these are just books, right? But they do provide a lot of information. Obviously, you still need to go in depth. If you want to get more in depth, then go do more research and all of that. So it's just like, I can't be mad at the rich. Now, there are some rich people who are just straight up trifling, and that's just what it is. But that's just what it is. It's good and bad to everything. So, I mean, all I can say is when I become a rich person, I don't want to be trifling. But I also ain't trying to go broke trying to help somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, no. Like, I give you the information. Now you got to go do the work. And that's the thing. People want you to give them the information, do the work for them, and then let them reap the benefits. It's like, then what are you doing? What are you learning? And so now I get it. Like, I get it. I get it. You know, the information's here. You just got to buckle down and say, I'm going to take it serious. Boom, 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 boom. Get it done. Go make it happen. And it's not easy because it's easy to quit. It's easy to fail. It's easy to get intimidated and be fearful, you know. But like that book said, you can't be like that. You cannot be like that. You're not going to ever reach that financial threshold that you are seeking, being scary, not taking the right risk, being, intimidated and fearful. So, I mean, I'm really enjoying the book so far. I also have officially read another book. I forget what it was called. Dang it. The 5 Ways or something. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. I'll put both books right now here on the screen. And the second one will be a blue cover. Obviously, I can't forget the title, but I did enjoy that book as well. And I just want to say shout outs. Enjoyed that book as well. It was a blue cover. It was really good. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I did like it. I did enjoy it. And if you already know what you want to do as far as your business plan, I feel like that's a great book. I feel like both of these books are great to read. I was really hesitant to get into reading, but someone I know is reading these books and they recommended to me, and I'm like, okay, let me read them. Actually, fun fact, this was one of my goals last year, to get back into reading chapter books, because I used to love reading books, chapter books, regular books, mainly fiction books, all fiction really books. But after I got in the 3rd grade, so I was like 8, 9, after, I don't know what happened, because once I got in 4th grade, I stopped reading books. But we used to have book fairs, and I used to buy the chapter books, the regular books. Like, I used to buy so many books. I used to read them all. I had a whole little collection. I don't have them now. It's just kind of like, dang, I shouldn't have given all my books away. But I read all those books. Every last book that I had, I read it. And I had a drawer full. But yeah, I used to love reading. And so I'm getting back into it. And, it's nice. It's actually nice. I love learning, honestly. And yeah, I'm like a atmosphere type of person. Like, if the ambiance is not right, I'm not motivated, and that's not gonna get me anywhere in the long run, because if I'm waiting on that, I might never accomplish my dreams or goals, or I might be super duper old before I get to, before I accomplish anything. So I really have to practice what I preach and just work with what I got until I can do more and do better. And that's really just the truth of the matter. You just have to start somewhere until you get to actually where you want to go. Because if you are waiting on for this fall out the sky magical thing, it's just not gonna happen. I just really got to start practicing what I preach. And like I said, it's easy to get up on here and talk and be so woo, but behind the scenes, what am I really doing to, help myself? Because I'm telling you guys what you should do and listen to this, but am I applying what I'm telling you? And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But now, like, I really want to start being consistent and dedicated. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this podcast episode 2, and I'll see you guys real soon with another one. Peace. This was fun. I enjoyed it. See you.